All right, good morning, everyone. It is game 196 of a total of 201 games for this tournament. It's day 9. We're into the finals. Nat Wickham here with Hein from South Africa. Feeling pretty excited, Hein. We've got your team, the South African under-23s, against Great Britain under-23 women.
Yeah, no, it was good for us, good start for us today. All the people listening back home, my name is Hein, and I'm here with Angie from Natalie from Australia. Natalie, obviously we've been talking quite a few times. Natalie, sorry for getting your name wrong there. But South Africa, we've got only 10 players in the water. Moya Moorcraft, Tia Roodman, Jordan Elfring, Nicole Fitzgerald, Tatum Boras, Francisca, Julia, Zandre, Eleanor and Richey van der Merwe with their well-known coach Brent Borslap in the water.
Yeah, very nicely done. We're in the Great Britain girls who have had their big breakfast of toast and cereal, and they were telling me a bit of protein this morning. Those girls, we've got 2 Emma Pitchforth, 3 Ellie Shelley, 5 Becky Lord, 7 Laura Asbit, 8 Zoe Hyam, 9 Alyssa Oates, 10 Susie Beto, 11 Danielle Ritchie, 12 Fiona Maynard, 13 Maddie Walker, and out are number 4 and 6 Abby and Shelby. And we have coach Glenn Schofield running the shop for those girls.
Yeah, that's 20 seconds to go, playing for 3 and 4 here in game 1. You said 191?
196.
196, and we're going to hit the 200 mark here with the finals being game 201 later this afternoon. Please tuned in as we have 7 seconds to go, and it's going to be a humdinger game this.
Yeah, an absolute corker. I reckon it's going to be a bonza game, and we've got in black the South Africans. They're going from right to left of screen, and in white the Great Britain girls going from left to right. And we're away, Hein. Nice tight strike. Yeah,
no, nice tight strike. We've got top scorers in this game. Looked like Zandre Coetzee and Eleanor de Kock from South Africa, each sharing 9 goals, and on the Great Britain side?
Yeah, we've got Ellie Shelley and Alyssa Oates sharing 4 goals each. Obviously a little bit less the goals. Would you do the for and against that we've had there during the comp?
Yeah, for and against. We've got South Africa having 28 goals and only conceded 9, and Great Britain 4-20 and conceding 13 goals. So it's close. It's a very close contest this.
Yeah, it is, and by the looks we think South Africa's defence may be a little bit stronger than Great Britain's, but of course they've watched the games from the round robin. They would have analysed everything, broken it all down, and definitely have a plan today. Finals hockey, anything can happen. I was talking to the South African girls before the game, and I think it was Thay, is that how you Tia, and she said they had a loss yesterday and they are fierce, hungry, they want this, they're not leaving this place without a medal, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we were having breakfast together at 7 o'clock this morning as the flick comes off the stick into the South African player. I don't think there will be an injury there, but let's see the refs call a time out here. We've got 2 lady refs here. Annalise, think it's not this game.
We've got Vera from Canada.
Vera from Canada definitely in there. And
Taylor with the beard from New Zealand, and Chris from New Zealand as well.
Okay, no, wonderful. Obviously Annalise can't be in this game as South Africa is playing, but she will be in the finals here. So it's good for South Africa to have a ref in the water in the final in the 23 ladies game. And I think that puck just came off the stick. It wasn't a deliberate flick there, so good discussion here from the refs as we have 20. They're discussing it for 30 seconds already.
Yeah, exactly. So soon in the game too. But I think the refs will want to stamp their authority straight away, get their decisions and calls all in sync, because finals hockey is so much more intense. So equal puck, and that's like sunlight streaming in there, a bit of sparkle for the finals. We love it. Holding it up on the wall, something at number 3 there. Watch out, you don't want to preempt the refs. Get back in and do your thing.
Yes, Africa playing like under 19 girls earlier this morning up on the wall. But we're fortunate to have such good camera work in, so it's very nice and very easy to commentate, and probably just as easy to watch this game as we have got a gloving infringement against Great Britain. It's very difficult to not glove on that side of the wall for Great Britain. Is that on the right-hand side? I don't think they've got a left-handed player in the water on that side there.
Yeah, well spotted. You mentioned the cameras, and we've pumped up the cameras for their finals, and we've got two extra cameras. We've got a total of 12 cameras in the water, and heaps of people operating those around the pool, on the pool deck, in the water, to give you the best vision. And the pool is beautiful and clear this morning. Just great. They've done such a good job here at the Aquatic Centre. Look, you wouldn't believe the action and the vibe around the pool. There are people running around making sure that everything is just tickety-boo for you guys that are watching the streaming, and for the crowd that have gathered here this morning for the this playoff for the bronze medal.
Yeah, good intimidation by Great Britain, putting up those 2 big Union Jack flags there. If I look over the monitor, I look straight into those flags. Let me keep my eyes on the monitor here, as they've definitely got the benefit here of the advertising rights here. Let's keep going, South Africa, as they play up on the far side of the wall. No, they're playing up on this side of the wall. Again, a Frenchman against Great Britain. South Africa need to capitalise on the fact that they're putting pressure on Great Britain, and they'd like to get the puck to the middle of the pool, as we see three in the front and 3 at the back. Nobody in between the Great Britain goals. As South Africa take it and they swim down the middle of the pool, and let's see if they can get possession and keep it. In the sunlight, the Great Britain capitalising on the fact that South Africa couldn't keep possession.
Yeah, and look, this is a new camera angle that you can see for these finals. So it's sitting just at the edge of the goal, and it's a terrific camera angle because it gives us that feeling we're actually in there with Great Britain defending this free, and you can see that rotation on the wall for the Great Britain girls, just keeping it out. They want to take it into the corner, and then they'll want to drive it up the wall. South Africa are going to have to bring it out, which is easier said than done, because these Great Britain girls are just filling all the spaces there, which is terrific for those girls.
Good work there by Great Britain. Swing up straight up the wall there, as they allow South Africa do not attack there, and they just get possession. They just get the composure. They just look like a conveyor belt going, as they just get the puck moving. And good to see David there on the live chat. Thanks, David. We appreciate your support. 2 o'clock in the morning in South Africa. Thank you, and South Africa getting back with the puck. You see the goals lining up.
This is a dangerous run. Yeah. Look at that. She just kept fantastic possession, rolling it. And I like your analogy there of the conveyor belt. It's exactly like that. They're just they've played with each other so tightly, all comp, and they just know each other so well. They know where each other are going to be, and it's like a well-oiled machine this morning. Can't quite tell who's got better control at this point. Both teams are still just such a tight competition, so even.
Yeah, no, unfortunately for South Africa, getting a good flick into the middle of the pool, but Great Britain just cutting it off, as we are infringement here. It looks like it's against, let's see what number 4 there will say, as the refs will have a timeout, talking to the chief referee on the deck. Timeout, we'll give it to you the information now, as the girls substitute very, very frantically there.
And we've got an hour set aside for each of these games, Hein. So the refs can take the time to make sure the calls are accurate and they all confer. And looks like, a few noddings of heads, had an obstruction, and Great Britain have been pushed back. And I'm sure we'll cut to that camera straight in front of the goals again and see how they're setting up.
Is it a 20-minute break between the games?
Well, it's depending upon, they're just on the hour. So for today, It's on the hour, every hour until 3 o'clock when we have the gold medal playoff for the men's under-23 boys. Okay,
it's also good to see the refs being allowed to discuss any call that's been made, because it's crucial and vital in this stage of the tournament, as Africa keep the puck in the corner there, and they'd like to come out. As I see they're lining up, waiting for the swing to come. Look at the number 6 there from South Africa, and number 2, Moya Moorcraft, waiting for the puck to come. Good body position here. Good body position.
That's dangerous.
Excellent.
What a great view for us.
Yes,
and she was just
capitalising.
Onto that. What
beautiful
a mosquito move. Yeah,
no
look. Oh, wow. Okay. Well called, refs. Unfortunate for South Africa, because wasn't that lovely to see her replays coming? So keep your eyes glued on the screen. Wow. Look, the match-up before for Great Britain and South Africa was 2-3 with Great Britain 2 and South Africa 3. So it's going to be close, as well as the added stress of the finals. This game, it's going to be a tight one.
There. The puck was like lying for a second in front of that face of the goal box, and we thought, how's it possible nobody playing it? As there the replay comes, and you can see the gloving. Good call by the refs there. They position themselves in a very good position. Good
Beautiful
call there by the
flick.
refs, and a big flick there from South Africa down in the middle of the pool into where the spot of the sunlight is. And we got a breakaway here by fantastic swim. I think it was number 9 there.
Yeah, broke into the old dolphin kick there, the double fin kick. And all right when you're in open water, but you want to probably stay to a flutter when there's a bit of a contest, so you get a bit more manoeuvrability. Great possession from that South African player there, Hein.
Yeah, number 12, just moving it slightly to the right, drawing the player into this inside of the pool and just keeping swimming to the left. Excellent play there. Good skill there, guys, watching at home, and look at the skills of both these teams. And you rightfully said 3-2 in the round robin. And this is the reason why they're in the playoffs for 3-4.
And the refs are playing advantage at the moment. Congratulations, Great Britain girls. I think they're all 6 are staying in. They're not being tempted to sub too early. They're right underneath their sub bench. They don't want to leave any gaps for the South Africans. I will expect at this break in play, the refs have finally called it up, pushing the South Africans back. Great Britain will get a few fresh players in, I'm sure. Nope. Oh, I think they already did a bit of a changeover. So, yeah, they did. So fresh legs in the water now, setting up 2 in front of the puck, ready to do that penetration into the back line of the South African girls.
Yeah, good to see Nicole getting involved here with not one team calling a timeout yet. Good play there. Let's see if number 2 here, Moya, can create some space. Another good movement to the inside and playing up on the right. And number 4, Jordan, trying to get involved there. And let's see who comes down here from the back again. Jordan playing hard. And number 12, again, Eleanor de Kok, one of our key players. And one of our lead women playing for the W23 ladies. Captain.
Very nice.
Let's see how she goes. Oh, good. Oh, excellent.
Gee, great. I was watching the Great Britain players there setting up off the wall. They were making it almost impossible for South Africa to cross it. If you have a look next time we're on the wall, Great Britain has 1 player on the wall, but they also have 2 girls sitting just right inside play. And you can see the South Africans keep on looking and then see that wall and wall of players and get drawn back onto the wall. So Great Britain, congratulations, making it really hard for the South Africans.
Yeah, a lot of pressure here as we see those Rouché's fins going down. And let's see on the side of the wall here, South Africa need to wait patiently, work it back, just be patient, girls. And good play there from this number 13, looked like number 13 from number 12, Fiona. Good play there, Fiona, from Great Britain as she stayed down, pushed herself, forced herself to stay down. Number 2, who was that from? Good play there, Great Britain.
Ellie Shelley, I think
Ellie,
it was.
lovely Ellie. And South Africa need to stay in control and keep territory. Lovely swim there again from number 2.
This game could go either way. They're just so evenly matched. The crowd are all silent at the moment. I think everyone's just sitting on the edge of their seats, biting their fingernails and waiting for a score. So we've got the 2 big goose eggs or the 2 big donuts again, Hein.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get a score on the board before the end of the first half.
Against South Africa for gloving, but we saw some good skill there, and there we see Brent. Brent calling a timeout. Good time to call a timeout with 5.5 minutes to go in the first half. Timeout, Brent. Let's see what you can get here. What ace you got up your sleeve?
Yeah, absolutely. And while we've got the timeout out, we have a call out from the South African girls to Kenneth. It's a fine name, Kenneth. I love the name Kenneth. I had a guinea pig named Kenneth, and someone's fiance, I think. And we also have a call out for Georgie back in Great Britain. Obviously, a player that is very close to these girls. Already this morning, we've had 2 games starting at 8 a.m. this morning. Women's under-19 Colombia against South Africa, and the score there was 0-3 to South Africa, so bronze medal for them. And followed up with the under-19s New Zealand versus Australia, and unfortunately for Australia, 0 score against 5. So New Zealand come away with a bronze there as well.
Yeah, let's see what happens in this game with no score. So you can see it's tightly contested. That's how we want the playoffs to go for 3-4. You don't want any team to run away from another team. And they're playing up on the first time that Great Britain is on the attack on the side of the pool here, putting a lot of pressure on South Africa as they keep on the conveyor belt going. An infringement called against Great Britain. South Africa will take that. Unfortunately for Brent, his team timeout didn't work, but he obviously said to the girls, you need to score. You're always in a good position.
Yeah, exactly. And they must have tweaked the cameras a little bit overnight or this morning, Hein, because we're just getting the best view here. This particular camera on the side, it's closer, it's more into the game, and we can just see so much with the setups from both teams on those frees. From a coaching perspective, and in the future, you'd want to be using these clips that are live streamed and now on YouTube, because they're just gold, pure gold.
For the future and development of underwater hockey, this helps to show players what to do and what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right. And there's more right being done in this game than wrong. So this is a very good game we're watching here. Yeah,
well said. You're exactly right. There's some just beautiful hockey being played. Very few mistakes being made. They're just reading each other's play so well and cutting down all those breaks.
South Africa need to defend here in the back of their corner. On the close side of the pool here for us, on the far side of the substitution side for South Africa. So we see number 2 there, Moya, and number 11 there, Zandre, preparing themselves to go down as they swim up hard on the side of the wall there. Let's see if they can get out of this position, as Great Britain is now for the first time putting extreme pressure on South Africa.
She was just lurking out there. That was totally number 10 for Great Britain. I could see you. I was watching you, Susie Beto, and you were definitely skulking about on the edge there, waiting for South Africa to bring it out, all your own players. And you, if you'd got that away cleanly, you would have had a really lovely swim into goals. So South Africa, you need to watch that player. She was just hovering.
Yeah, 2 number 11 players there from each team. Danielle from Great Britain, or Danielle, and number 11, Zandre, going quickly down on the puck. And unfortunately for South Africa, Danielle not be able to retain possession as they were in a very good position there.
Yeah, this is looking good now. So they've got a bit of momentum from South Africa. The girls are sitting really tightly just to keep the pressure on, trying to cross it. Great Britain getting possession, giving it back to a halfback. Now, this is a bit dangerous here. There was a little bit clumsy with the delivery, and now Great Britain being pushed back. South Africa get a chance right in front of goals, I think, with 3 minutes to go.
Good pressure there from Tia and Fran, the 2 forwards. They're putting a lot of pressure on the players, and Fran going down right in front of the goal box. And let's see South Africa. Whoa, big flick there.
She was sitting very good. She was quick out, that Great Britain player. I think that's pressure. Okay, so it's been cleared over to the far wall, and Great Britain trying to maintain the possession and work it up the wall, which they're doing quite well. Everyone just having a bit of a breather there, I think, Hein.
Yeah, it looked like an up and under flick that. The flick coming off the stick, going straight up. Unfortunately, not landing on a player, and South Africa still got possession. They want to stay in this position with only 2 minutes to go in the second half as they work it up on the side of the pool. Let's see if they can start rotating, getting bodies down. Excellent position here from the Great Britain girls as they get numbers down. And look at the beautiful shot of the flag on the ladies' fins there.
Yeah, they look good. I love the artwork on the back of the fins. I think, here we go. South Africa holding it here, waiting for some support. Someone coming in behind. They're trying to get it off that wall, which is good because Great Britain seem to be dominating that defence. And it's easier for the right-hander to defend out of that wall because it stays on their stick. It's harder for the attacker because it will be on their glove. So it'd be nice if this play did cross over to the other side for South Africa, just to make it easier to attack.
Time out with 1 minute 40 seconds to go. We have
time out
Len
from Great
calling
Britain.
a time out. You know what was nice there? South Africa committed 4 players into the corner there, and they just had 2 of their fast swimmers on the outside waiting for the puck to come out as they drew in all 6 of the Great Britain under 23 ladies. And if that puck had come out, South Africa had goal on, but fortunately for Great Britain, they couldn't. They kept possession, and they kept South Africa in the corner, as we see Moya and Brent talking here. Number 12, also Zandre, number 2, and we see Tia, and we see number 7, Tatum. All these players are focused, listening to what Brent says.
Yeah, look, this is really going to be dangerous for Great Britain. They called the timeout. They're defending this free. South Africa have obviously come up with a plan. They're talking to each other. They've got 4 girls in front of the puck, 2 defenders. I like that. There's no point having 3 defenders when you're this far up in attack, setting up for this free puck. They want all their girls on the tray and they want to funnel it in. They don't want it coming out the side. And it looks like the Great Britain girl popped out so quickly. Gee, she's fast. And we've got, look out. Number 9.
Unfortunately, Fran...
Zoe not happy. Mask off the face, and she's looking not happy at all. Her friend is saying to settle it down, Zoe, settle it down, refocus. And Zoe, number 8, who joined me in the commentary box earlier on. She was an absolute whiz in the commentary box. But, I think there might be a few tears there too. Number 8 is out as well. So... the ref's not standing for any hokey-pokey, argy-bargy or any of the back chat either.
Well, I think this is the first time that Fran is sitting outside in this whole competition, so I think they just swam into each other. I didn't see the call, but it was definitely 2 minutes for the South African player and 1 minute for the player from Great Britain.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think that's important. You could see that the tempers were rising there, and it wasn't looking very pretty on the surface, so get those girls out. They need to refocus and get back in with a positive mindset.
Yeah, 5-on-5 here, so they need to change their game structure to get only 5 players in the water. So I think that's one of our forwards, Fran, playing forward, and South Africa swimming up hard on the side of the wall here as we have infringement again. Very difficult not to glove on that side for South Africa as a right-handed girl playing on the right-hand side of the pool. Obviously hoping the ref won't see that, but unfortunately for South Africa, they pick it up again.
Well, if the ref won't see it, the one of the 12 cameras possibly will. And the hundreds of people that are watching the live streaming at home. Do we have some stats there, David, that we can talk about? No? Okay, brilliant. But we know we've got millions of minutes of viewing happening with the live streaming, so that's fantastic.
Yeah, no, South Africa, it's now 2:15 in the morning in South Africa, so it's good to see Roxy, one of our elite players, also commentating and giving their support here. Oh, just couldn't get to a puck on the stick.
Beautiful.
And South Africa will be very frustrated there with not scoring.
Move.
Beautiful.
That was a magpie move over the top there. She just swooped on down like a seagull onto a chip, got that puck, swung it round, and looked for her support.
And good save there. Well, beautiful wording you're using, Natalie. You're so descriptive. As you see those Great Britain flag waving on those fins there. I think it's number 2, or is it number 2 there? Good advertising there, Great Britain. You need to sponsor this team.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful when they're taken in the corner, Hein, don't they? So one person can swim it in the corner, wait for some support, but the second girl that comes in has to make some effort to draw it out of the corner. Otherwise, it's deemed unsportsmanlike behaviour. Now, if you want to look at this replay, you'll see that seagull move, and wham! That's mine. Thank you very much. No argument there. But it's half-time now. And these girls, the coaches will be trying to drop some pearls of wisdom. Some just, they might be saying too much because the girls know what they have to do. They'll just be getting their focus. They'll get them back in the zone, thinking positively. You've got to think about what you can do, not what you're not doing, because if you think positively, those things will come to fruition. You'll play well. Looking high, let's talk up those receptacles for the water bottles. We've got the little boat for Great Britain. Great Britain got Eric the Elephant as well for the older girls, and we've got the little boat happening. But South Africa, what are you doing with your girls, Hein? I think you need to have a few words and move on from the milk crate. Set up maybe for Sheffield next year and come up with something a little bit more imaginative.
Yeah, no, they've used that bread basket, the milk basket, for the whole tournament, and they believe those pink noodles will bring bronze for them. You know, it's also good to see the camera work, the cameraman having his camera in the milk or the bread basket. You see him taking it out there. So that we've got cameras all over. Excellent work there from the camera crew for being creative and using a crate to get the camera up and down the back of South Africa's goal box. Both teams deciding to go to their goal boxes. We've seen other teams sitting on the platform in the substitution box. But this time both teams deciding to sit in their goal box, as Brent, one of the elite players from South Africa, coming in very late as a coach. You know, we had Petronel and Benny not be able to make it, and Brent came in as coach a week before this tournament. So good work there, Brent.
Yeah, fantastic.
We've got a lot of experience in this team, but we've also got 4 new brand new players who've never played under 19 or on international level. So this team has come together.
Yeah, that's terrific. It's nice to have the new girls coming in because this is the grassroots level of our sport, and all these, a lot of these girls in the under-23 competition, like you said, will be looking to play elites in the future, and this experience is just invaluable. So we're up to the 4th age group championships, the World Championships. The first ones were in the Netherlands, second one's in Eger in Hungary, third in Spain in Castellón, and now we've got the 4th in Hobart. And looking into the future, we've got the 5th World Championships in Sheffield, and we expect that because it's in the Northern Hemisphere, and because looking at the stats and the growth of the number of teams in this competition, we would expect to go into 15, 16 teams. So the final seeding is really important for the girls and boys, because that'll set up for the next World Championships, where possibly there could be, separated into 2 pools.
Yeah, I think that'll happen. It's great to see Great Britain coming up and saying we'll take the tournament for 2019. We'll host it and we'll give you a good tournament as well. And just in Afrikaans, hallo Dirk, goed om jou te sien, en Johan Koetsel and Roxy, good to drink coffee, as we have Great Britain pushing hard here. And fortunately for South Africa, they could just defend cleanly and get the puck away. A good move there again. You see that helps when you stay down at the bottom, guys. As this girl just stayed down from Great Britain and putting a lot of pressure on South Africa. But I think, with that close goal just on half-time, the girls will look at this video again and say, damn, how did we not score there?
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm going to say it, we've had a fair bit of candy in the water, but that was definitely a stealing candy move, because the South Africans seem to be just all over that reverse tackle style of steal, and they take it cleanly, scoop it round, and just stop that momentum from Great Britain.
Yeah, you know, our back there, Natalie, is number 2, Moya. She won silver, gold and bronze in the Under 19 Worlds League. So she's got the full house, and she wants to win bronze here in Under 23. And she's still under 19, playing for under 23. So number 2 there, Moya. You must watch some good hockey. Not bragging about Moya, but she is a very, very good player.
Yeah, absolutely. So much experience and only 19, and if she's still going, continues with the sport, she's got so many possibilities ahead of her into the elites, and then the World Championships for the elites. Next year we've got the Elite World Championships in Canada. Hein putting his head down there, just taking a big deep breath as that Great Britain girl swam it right to the centre of goals. But she just seemed to stop kicking. I don't know. You've just got to keep that flutter rate up. If you can't see someone in front of you or beside you, just keep moving, because otherwise you just draw the play onto you. So we've got a refs timeout here. One of the refs called it up. They're just having a little conference.
Yeah, so Africa looked like a breakaway, and they swam quite far before the refs called the call. So the refs obviously seeing infringement earlier on, trying to play advantage, trying to get the game going. And South Africa, both teams got 6 back in the water, eh?
Yeah, absolutely. And there hasn't been many bums in the seats for the sin bin this morning, which is really nice to see. So the girls are playing nice, clean hockey, and the refs playing advantage as much as they can to keep the flow of this game, especially for the people that are watching back home on your devices, all the ones that are packing up the stands now as we speak, coming into the pool to watch this good finals hockey. We've got an advantage being played here, and now Vera pulling it up. Let's see what obstruction, and back South Africa back. None of that.
A lot of pressure on South Africa for 3 minutes now. Great Britain's been in the attack. It's good to see these numbers on the fins. So just Moya, she's got number 2, and Nicole and Tatum number 5 and 7. So they're definitely making it easier for us as Great Britain come down straight to the goals of South Africa. And South Africa's got 3 players in the goal box there, and they need to stay down and work it up on the side. Excellent play there, and Great Britain is in the. When they get the puck here, they are going to put a lot of pressure on South Africa.
Yeah, they're trying to pull it out, and South Africa then capitalises on that. It's just such a tricky place to try and score a goal from. I mean, ideally you want that nice runaway or break-in play further down the pool. Now, with this real advancement with cameras, Hein, with the advancement of the technology, especially for this Worlds, it's just phenomenal. The clarity of the water, thanks to the Aquatic Centre, and also the techie guys and girls that have set up all these cameras, Spot X underwater vision. I think it's going to be important for the next Worlds that we start looking at things like signage on fins and the markings on the bodies, because it really helps us, it helps the viewers to identify players, the countries that the players are from, and I think we can definitely do some work on that and get a bit more professionalism onto the marking of the fins.
Yeah, you'll see Colombia under 23 ladies, they'll be playing in the finals against New Zealand later today, and they've made all their fins gold. They've put gold covering on, as they are the existing world champs in the under 23 league. So that's a very positive and intimidating to do that. South Africa swim up hard, and Great Britain's got 2 players there. South Africa get in between there. I think that should be a goal.
My word, that was close. That was just like a feeding frenzy.
Yeah, thank you very much, Tatum, and the support here from our commentators behind us, confirming the goal, as I'm inclined to give a goal before the goal gets awarded. Out number 12, and that'll be Eleanor de Kock, the captain, so she'll be on double figures.
Yeah.
Good play there, Eleanor. Excellent. You can be all proud of yourselves. Eleanor's the girl that said players score goals and teams win medals.
Very nice. I love it. I think I'll be using that one in and we've got a replay on the screen. You'll see this
excellent replay
action.
there.
It's very congested in there, but you can see just under the bodies that it slides in and is popped away. Yeah, look, that was a big team effort.
Yeah, we've got so many monitors to watch here in the commentating room. The technical guys doing excellent work, switching between cameras to give you guys the best view possible, as Africa need to defend this 1-0. As you said earlier, Natalie, a donut is a 0 or 0. Great Britain, a good position there. The puck coming out on the side. You see the girl kicking frantically to get space. And South Africa, I think it's again Moya coming to the coming to South Africa, saving South Africa once again. Infringement against South Africa.
Pushing them back.
Pushing them back with both teams not using their timeout. So timeout probably will come in the next few minutes for one of the teams.
Yeah, absolutely. I would imagine so. And you're saying Eleanor de Kock's now hit the 10-goal margin. The top goal scorers for this league is Olivia Sanderson on a big 11. Hey, a shout out to Olivia. Love your work. And we had someone from New Zealand, C. Coughlin, on number 10. So that goal, Eleanor, has just put you up in the top three of the goal scoring.
Yeah, unfortunately for South Africa, overexcited, overcommitment, and breaking the line, and they get pushed back, and the refs. Let's see if we get a timeout here. Yes, we got a timeout for South Africa. Brent obviously will swim in as we see the girls getting on the deck. Just going to take a breather here. Yeah,
absolutely, because obviously that break, that's a rookie error. It's just giving something away there. It's an easy foul, and it's given an advantage to Great Britain. They just need to settle it down. Big deep breaths, girls. Refocus, and you can see.
Yeah, no, Brent, look at him. He just said a few words, talking there to number 9, which is Fran. Obviously, Fran was thrown out. Probably just saying to Fran, as she is a new player, Fran, play like you played. Just stay focused.
We've got the replay again of that
goal.
The
replay of that goal. Oh, good. Guys, you must see this move, and you can replay it and all over the world. You can use that to train your players to say, stay down, stay focused, and don't flick it. Swim it into the goals.
Yeah, that's a really, really good advice, and I'm sure we've actually got lots of vision of, people doing their big swim-offs and runaways, and they do the big flick too early, and it goes over the top of the goals and bounces back out again. So exactly, Hein, keep it on the stick, swim it in, keep your weight behind the puck, and keep possession, and that's the most efficient way to get it into the tray.
Advantage. I think advantage being played here against South Africa. Yes, interesting. Yeah, interesting position that the Great Britain girls took up. It was like an arrow, all 6 girls behind the puck, swimming 45 angles straight towards South Africa's goal, as we have infringement right in front of South African goal box. Let's see what they'll do this time. They're not putting players in between the South African defence, but preferring the option of staying behind the puck and then probably just swimming it in.
Yeah, swooping down on it. They're all alongside the puck. No one going in and settling in to try and disrupt the South Africans. And she's broken through with some wicked stick candy. It was like a dodge, a weave, a swerve, and she wasn't going to give that away to anyone. Definitely, I'd love to know what was going on in her mind at that moment, because she backed herself and thought, this is mine. No way, Jose. No one else is going to get this puck. So that was just magic.
Excellent play there, guys. Swimming right through the defence, but just by skill and the speed, and putting a lot of kicking behind the stick.
There was actually
against South Africa. They were just against Great Britain, is it?
Yeah, they were playing advantage. Yes, they were playing advantage.
Oh, you know what? It's so difficult to think that the refs are making the wrong call, but there's a lot of advantage being allowed in this game, or in all the games. The refs are really trying hard to give the players time and opportunity to play hockey.
Yeah, that's right, and it was called a fair way back, and it must have been so frustrating for that player that got the break, because I thought she was away, and then that was advantage lost for South Africa. This is a beautiful view of that curl, though she needs to just open her eyes a little bit and have a bit of vision, because there was that player coming out of the left. So pushing back against Great Britain, South Africa have a chance. Up in the 5 metres away from the goals, or a little bit more there, and straight in front.
Yeah, no, definitely Brent said something to these girls that are working as they were defending furiously when Brent called the timeout. And since then, they've come back into Great Britain's half and getting territory and getting possession and keeping composure, as we see one of those Great Britain girls just defending there, keeping the puck on the stick and not flicking it away as they work it up on the side of the wall there. Excellent camera work. Guys, this is absolutely fantastic.
So clear. Look, did you notice on that free, I'm a little bit disappointed in the way the girls set up. It was like here you go, have the puck, Great Britain, take it away from us, because the girl that flicked the puck flicked it to one player, and that one player is against 6 players. They've got to have bodies on the bottom. They've got to pack on the puck and get those odds a little bit more even, because 1 against 6, it's not going to work. So we'll just keep on watching those frees. It's your advantage, and you've got to set up to keep that advantage, and you want the numbers stacked in your favour.
Good to see the ref making a call, and the what do you call it, the instruction or the sign being so clear that there's no doubt for any spectator that these refs are in control of these games, as Great Britain are on the far side of the pool away from their substitution box, and South Africa are swimming up and down. And no team can afford to play defensively, as both teams, South Africa want to go to 2-0, and obviously Great Britain want to get the score all level here. So you'll see good hockey, guys. Hang on there for 5 minutes, 28 seconds to see some excellent hockey here.
Yeah, I reckon there's a few people on the edge of their seats back home too. And you were saying with the refs' calls being so clear, it is really important because we've got so many different languages in around the pool deck as well, haven't we? We've got some Spanish and French and Afrikaans. It's been lovely in the commentary box too, having some people in here commentating for the people at home, at Argentina and Colombia and France. It's just fantastic. So yeah, the refs do need to be really clear with their signals, so there's no misunderstanding.
Very good position that the Great Britain girls are taking up. As you'll see this number, I think it's number 9. She will then cut off the puck that comes out for the swing. And Great Britain are definitely, they've got their defensive lines right in this game. Let's see if South Africa can get this puck out. South Africa will patiently play and just try and rotate it. And when it's on, you'll see the speedsters, the first number 9 coming down, Fran coming down and waiting for it. But we haven't got somebody in the goal box here.
She's been down for the whole time, that whole passage of play.
Oh,
and
this could be a breakaway.
little breakout. And ref's not happy. A bit of obstruction, so pushing Great Britain back. I couldn't believe that girl's breath hold. That was awesome. I'm sitting here thinking, wow, if that was me, I think I would have popped a few times in that passage of play.
Not putting anybody down in the goal box, also deciding they'll stay behind and come through. Probably they call it the caterpillar or the big Scania bus move. They try and drive it through, and it was a good move there. Excellent save. Let's see who's got the possession, and South Africa's got it. A
lovely
good
little
save
slide.
Excellent play by Great Britain, and again South Africa can't keep control. Excellent Great Britain for getting that puck out. Beautiful shot there. It looked like a camera was in the water from above. I think that was in the basket.
Yeah, that's right, it was. It was straight above the play, and you could see the girls were actually just scooping and sliding it off their sticks. So when the opposition comes down to try and take it off your stick, you've scooped it away and hopefully onto a stick of one of your own players. It was a real scramble there for a little while. And now the refs, pulling it up again, and we've got a timeout to Great Britain, sorry.
Yeah, was it a timeout called by Great Britain's coach? I think it must be Glenn, because Africa's had their timeout, and Brent and Glenn will tell the teams just to keep your composure, guys, and stay focused. Great Britain obviously need to score.
And I think they need a bit of mongrel about them now. This is where you want someone just to do something a little bit out of left field, someone to go a little bit berserk, actually bleed from the eyes and froth from the mouth, and just do something that's so spectacular that the rest of the team just goes with them. Because if they just keep playing like this, it's just going to be backwards and forth, because they're shutting each other down.
Yeah, it's good to see the South Africans acknowledge and looking at Brent, looking him in his eyes, and you see Jordan there with a big smile, enjoying the game, and definitely Fran being in this game as well, and Tatum playing good game. These new girls, Rochelle van der Merwe, Fran, Tatum and Nicole coming to the party. 10 girls in the South African Under-23 team with no reserves. All 10 these girls have played in every single match so far, Natalie. Yeah,
that's always a risk coming away, especially when you're travelling overseas with only 10 in your squad, because there's bound to be illness, there's bound to be injuries, I suppose. So that's where you need those 2 players, 11 and 12, to rotate through the team. But I think luckily South Africa have been pretty healthy, and these 10 girls have got all the way up to this the finals.
Yeah.
So number 2 just lurking there, waiting for it to spill, ready to pounce and keep that pressure on Great Britain.
Yeah, Great Britain need to defend here. As South Africa had lots of bodies down there. I think they had 4 players down there, and South Africa wants to get on the inside onto Zandre's stick with good interception there. And as she got the interception, she just started swimming straight down the side, and she decided, that's me. I'm going to take this puck out. Good swim there by Fiona. Excellent player. South Africa try and capitalise and regain possession and swim into territory again, Natalie.
Yeah, so 2 minutes 23 to go, and if if the goose egg can crack for Great Britain and we get 1-1, it goes into 2 periods of 5 minutes. And then if it's still even scores, we go to sudden death or sudden victory, as some people like to call it. I think I like the sudden death. So
yeah, we're getting some good overlays here. Look at this, guys. It's such a nice sport and beautiful shot there.
Number 9
from Great Britain, as I was taking my eyes off the monitor here.
Yeah, Alyssa Oates.
And I don't think she'll join I think there's only 2 minutes left.
Just over 2 minutes. We're on 2 minutes left. She's out for the game. How disappointing for Alyssa Oates. She's one of their top goal scorers as well. Is that on the live stream there, James?
Yeah, that's
picture?
one of the
What
South African girls posing. You know, they well-known models. Look at that.
Are they?
She's bragging about the flag. So sporty and so nasty. That's Tia Roodman, number 3, doing the pose there.
Great stuff. I love it. South Africa now going to try and capitalise on having Great Britain down 1 player, which is with 5. Interestingly, took it to the wall side of play, but they'll want to scoop that out. You can see them all just hovering, ready to pop down super fast and scoop it around to the centre of goals. This camera angle is making it so easy for us to see what's the setup and and how hard it's going to be for them to bring it round.
Excellent again. Tia Roodman, you're going to be worldwide known. Thank you very much. Another beautiful shot of the hair there over the flag and bragging about South Africa's flag. We're very proud, every nation, very proud of their flag and wear it with pride. You know what's also interesting about this game, that they're putting a lot of pressure on
Danielle Ritchie.
Yeah.
No. And I think there's a few tears happening there. Those girls.
Is the captain and vice captain sitting out?
Yeah, the vice captain. Yes, and the captain. My goodness gracious me. So there'll be a few fines for those girls this afternoon. That's just not a nice way to finish their finals run, because we'd expect that South Africa will score with 1 minute to go. But these Great Britain girls have got so much heart and so much. The lion is definitely roaring for them, because they're making it really difficult. They're not making it easy for the South Africans, even with only 4 players in the water. So
another call against Great Britain, with all the pressure coming from South Africa and giving them a team warning here. Let us see what's the next. That's our coach. Cool I am. Cool as a cucumber there, Brent. Good shot there of Brent, and that is South Africa with 6 players in the water playing against the Great Britain defence of only 5 players. And South Africa will be prepared to stay here for 48 seconds. And they don't want to concede a goal against them. They'll stay here, keep possession. They swim it into the corner and hold it there. And the next player coming in. Let's see what Great Britain can do here to keep South Africa out of their goals.
It's right away from their sub bench, so these girls will be feeling pretty tired. There has been a few breaks in play with the refs' calls. Great Britain, grab the puck, swim wherever you like. There's a whole lot of pool out here in the foreground, so swim it. You've got to do something. I mean, it's a loss if it's 2-0 or 1-0, so they've got to score. But that's easy for me to say sitting in the commentary box. So we're counting down. The crowd will start counting us down, I'm sure. 9 seconds to go.
Yeah, with Great Britain, 5 players in the water, still 1 player won't join. As you see the South African spectators there, under 23 boys, another player going out. Will that be a South African girl? No. It looks like another Great Britain girl going out. And unfortunately for Great Britain, South Africa will win this game. And I don't want to count my chickens before they hatched. Oh, that's Moya. Kissing a pineapple. You are brave, Moya.
Okay, so we're down to final time. The cheers and the bells and whistles, beers and skittles, it's all over. Bronze medal for South Africa and 4th place for Great Britain. So we're going to trot out on the pool deck in a minute to see if we can grab an interview with someone from the South African team and someone from the Great Britain team. Yeah. I'm sure there'll be a few tears from the Great Britain girls, but for the people back watching the stream, I'm sure you'd like to see your girls have a chin wag with us on the pool deck.
Yes, so, Africa winning this place for 3-4 against Great Britain. It wasn't a runaway as we would expected. This would be a tight game, and all credit goes to Great Britain with only 4 players in the last few minutes in the game, still keeping South Africa out, and South Africa will enjoy this moment as Natalie rightfully said, give the girls all credit that played another wonderful game of underwater hockey, guys, and enjoy it. En lekker slaap as julle terugklim in die bed. En ons waardeer julle ondersteuning. Well done. Yeah, and we're waiting for, obviously, Natalie will be going to the deck, talking to the girls as Africans are enjoying this moment. This must be a fantastic moment for Eleanor and Zandra, having won gold for South Africa in the Elite League last year. Now they come back, win bronze. So they've got gold for under 19s, gold for Elite, and now bronze for under 23. Well done, Eleanor and Zandra. And it was a massive team effort. And we thank you, Petronelle and Benny, for starting this whole move. And then couldn't come, and Brent coming in at the last moment, taking over and taking these ladies to a bronze medal. And these girls have made us proud. As the African 19 ladies also won bronze, and you can just see the emotion there. It's heartbreaking if you just watch these Great Britain girls. As we know, they are shattered. They came here not to lose. They came here to win. And number 13, who will that be from? Maddie. Maddie Walker, my feelings go out to you, and we know it's not a nice feeling, but that's how it is. Unfortunately, you can only have one winner. This time we've had South Africa taking the bronze medal. Look at this, beautiful from Fran, giving a shout out. Probably Brent, thank you to you as well. He's smiling, he's happy. His first time that he comes and coaches on the international arena, taking these 10 girls to a bronze medal. And we are grateful for that. En in Afrikaans, Karels, baie dankie vir almal van julle wat ondersteun het, vir die mense terug by die huis en vir Hockey Suid-Afrika. Ons waardeer almal se ondersteuning. Dit was 'n goeie toernooi vir Suid-Afrika met die manne wat absoluut hulle harte uitgespeel het. Weet jy, ons onder 23 seuns, net 9 spelers in die water, ons onder 19 mans het hulle harte uitgespeel en ons trots gemaak. En ons gaan vanaand partytjie hou en ons hoop julle geniet dit daar, klim terug in die bed, slaap, so dit 2:45 daar.
Hey there, everyone watching the streaming. I've got Rob Feist here, chief ref for that game. Rob, what was it like sitting in the seat there with the intensity of the finals hockey?
Oh, it's really exciting watching hockey at this level. It continues to be a developing game, and we just see excellent teams coming forward all the time and really playing fantastic hockey.
When you're reffing, is it any different? Is there a different feel for the finals hockey compared to the round robin?
The biggest thing is you're just so focused on not making mistakes and getting everything right, making sure the teams get exactly what they earn or deserve on the day.
Yeah, absolutely. And you guys are doing a fantastic job. We love the way that you're playing advantage. We love the way that your calls are so clear for us. It's terrific in the commentary box, and I'm sure it's terrific back home.
Yeah, well, that's good. We're really making an effort to make sure everyone understands what's going on. And when a team is disadvantaged by a foul, trying to let them maximise their chances from that if they end up with some disadvantage as a consequence, but then regain possession, we'd like to let them go on and score the goal if that's what's going to happen.
Fantastic. Thanks very much, Rob, for coming to the mic. Excellent. And we've got a South African player coming over to the mic now, and we're ready to go. So lovely. Would you like to quickly introduce yourself, number 7?
I'm Taryn Boris from South Africa. Yeah.
Yeah, look, a fantastic job, and everyone's a winner getting to finals hockey, but you get to also go home with a medal.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity for us, and we're glad that we could have taken home the bronze medal, as they call it, the dirty gold. So yeah, it was a victory for us, and especially as a team, we came back after yesterday. It was a huge loss for us, but we came back stronger, and we just played, for the love of the game.
Yeah, look, I'm going to hand the mic actually over to Hein, who's been calling nearly all your games. It was hard to keep him in his seat. So, Hein, would you like to come over and grab the mic from me, please? And I'm sure you've got some great questions to ask.
Natalie, thank you very much. Tatum, that must be a great feeling.
Yeah, it definitely is a one-of-a-kind feeling.
Yeah, no, Tatum, you guys played very well. And all credit to Great Britain for not conceding any more goals. That you guys were hard on the attack.
Yeah, they fought really, really well. They were a tough component. I think we were equally matched, and it was who wanted it more, and I think we did.
It must be a wonderful feeling. You're just arriving on an international arena, not playing under 19s and winning a medal.
Yeah, definitely. I'm glad we're bringing something back.
And you want to say something to the folks back home?
Yeah, thank you so much to all the supporters back home. They've been getting up every morning, especially to the boyfriends and their fiancés, Kenneth, Ben, Nicholas, Vilku, everyone out there, we really, really appreciate it. And the elite ladies for being behind us all the way. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tatum. As we have Tia Rootman coming to having an interview. Tia, it's always good to see a smiling face. And we've got Nicole here as well. Nicole, you again. Wonderful.
Yes.
You want to say, how was the game? Did you feel any pressure? Were you tense?
I think it was a tougher game than we expected. I think both teams wanted it equally as badly, and I think at the end of the day, just the guts stuck out, and we made it. Yeah.
Nicole, you guys obviously talked about your infringements, as South Africa didn't have one player sitting on the side.
I know, it was very impressive. We pulled together and there were no infringements today that we're very proud of.
Yeah, it was a good game to commentate as well. And how was the clarity of the water? As we were commentating, the clarity was very good, Tina.
Yeah, it was very good. I think it was a nice clear game and nice and early in the morning, so yeah, we have the rest of the day to enjoy beautiful Hobart.
Okay, do you want to say something back to your family at home, Nicole?
Shout out to Kenneth, to his fiance, and to my fiance Ben, and my awesome dad who's up at 2 in the morning watching all of this. So
We love you guys. Thank you so much.
thanks for the support.
Yeah, from Hobart, South Africa, from Hobart, for all the South African supporters, thank you very much. We really appreciate it. It's a moment that we'll endeavor for always. And thank you, as we say, we're going to say goodbye from Hobart, and all the players playing all the best.